Shall we take a look at the morning front pages? The Times leading with the story we're bringing you this morning that the Chancellor is going to offer a boost for first-time buyers in his budget by helping people with small deposits get onto the property ladder.
Daily Telegraph this morning leading with Alex Salmond's escalating feud with the current First Minister of Scotland, Nicola Sturgeon. Scottish Conservative leader Douglas Ross has told the paper that the Cabinet Office should be looking into whether Scottish civil servants broke the code of conduct in the way that they dealt with those complaints that were made against Mr Salmond.
After Prince Harry's candid interview with James Corden, the Mirror is leading on a conversation between Harry and the Queen, during which she's reported to have told him that she is delighted that the Duchess of Sussex and he have found happiness.
And not surprisingly, one of the most read stories on the BBC's website this morning is a story we've been following here on Breakfast. The fact that the racing driver, Billy Monger, has completed the final stage of his comic relief challenge. I would say well done to Billy, but he told us yesterday morning there was not a chance that he would be up this morning. He's going to have a long lie-in, so good luck and well done.
You did offer him the 6:10 interview slot, didn't you?
Yeah.
Could have been speaking to him instead of the papers, but no, he decided to sleep.
He said he'd take 6:10 tonight, but after the week he's had, not this morning. And after an exhausting week, the racing driver Billy Monger has triumphantly crossed the finish line. He's done it of his 140-mile triathlon for Red Nose Day. Well done, Billy. Of course, we've heard from him this week. He's a double amputee and has tackled a gruelling 50 miles cycling and walking on the final day of his challenge, with support from the comedian Joel Dommett and the presenter Zoe Ball also there with him. He said it's the toughest thing he's ever had to do in his life. But what an achievement. He was dreading that final day, wasn't he? But
yeah, he was, but then he just knew what he was doing it for, so he knew that was important and that was driving him forwards. So I hope he's enjoying his lying.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
We were talking about Lady Gaga's dogs being returned, and of course her dog walker, who was shot when they were stolen, 2 of her 3 dogs, is recovering well. It kind of draws our attention to this story here. Let me tell you about a man called Nigel King. He heard about a dog missing in his area last November and then decided to organise a search. It was Nora, a young spaniel, who had been stolen. And as we were reporting yesterday, there has been a rise, something like 170% rise in the number of dogs that have been stolen across Britain. There's this pandemic for puppies, isn't there? Pandemic puppies that have been bought. So what's happening now is groups of dogs come together. So Nigel King has got these dogs all together, and they come together in packs to look for fellow missing dogs, which has been really sweet. So they all gather, and then they...
Dogs looking for dogs?
Yeah, it's rather lovely, isn't it? I just think so. Dog Horn, it's called. Dog Horn for communities to create dog watch zones.
Oh.
Yeah, very sweet.
It's 101 Dalmatians. Do you remember last week we spoke to Professor Sanjeev Gupta about the Mars landing?
Oh, we were so excited, weren't we?
And he was so enthusiastic and full of expertise and analysis. Well, the Daily Mail this morning have the story, the true story of Professor Gupta, who spoke to us last week, where he was speaking to us from in South London, Lewisham. He's in a flat above a hairdresser's, and from there, via his laptops and computers, he's able to connect with the rover dot.
Can he control it?
Yeah, he can, apparently. He can absolutely control it from Lewisham. He can connect with Pasadena, and he can click and react on Mars. So, yeah, great.
Now wrong with Lewisham. I used to live in Lewisham.
There you go.
Brilliant area.
Do you know the hairdressers?
I haven't taken a close enough look. I'll have a look later, John. Anyway, there's no point me knowing.
The irony is Professor Gupta clearly doesn't need to go to the hairdressers.
Not at the moment, no. Yeah. There's pointless looking at any hairdressers at the moment. I think April the 12th, I think, is the date, yeah.